let's do it.
You can freeze frame.
Yeah, I've done that.
Technology. I always forget. About good old technology. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
What is up, y'all? It has been a minute, and I told Jonathan that I wanted to talk about this right at the top of the show because I just want to talk about it and then move on. So yeah, it has been a minute since we've been here in Columbus and recording, and that is because, as you all know, my dad had cancer, and he recently passed on September 28th, which is awful, of course, but it is even more so relieving because we knew there was no way out of his situation in particular, and so just to know that he's like not in constant pain and nausea and, you know, not able to walk and stuff like that is enough to put me at ease.
Right.
And of course my family's going through a lot right now. But my dad was like super happy that you and I had like gotten back together to do this, and my dad always wanted me to work. And so this is, you know, as like right now I'm a, you know, a creative online, and so part of that is this.
Right.
So happy to be here. He would want me to be here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to continue going and continue growing. Thank you to everyone who is listening that donated to my dad's GoFundMe or helped out on the Amazon wish list or just texted me, called me, said anything even remotely supportive or nice to my family. It was very much appreciated, and I totally believe he is in a much better place now. So yeah, so this feasting tonight will be on Steve. We will do this for Dad.
Yeah, and let's get your ass back to work.
Yeah, those were his final wishes. Please get Austin's ass back to work. Okay, so yeah, again, thank you. My family and I are doing okay. Thank you for everyone's thoughts, prayers, good vibes, everything like that. So back to business.
I've not looked at the show notes at all, so.
Well, I have them right here. So this week's episode is brought to you again by Luck.
Wow. Luck supporting us.
Yeah, I'm really going to be pounding the pavement now. Now that I have so much more time, so I'm going to get us some new sponsors. So don't you worry. We're not always going to be sponsored by Luck, but what a great thing to be.
Can we get Nike? Do you think?
Yeah, Nike.
This is a nice sporting podcast that we have going on here. I think
it could be.
I think they would really love us.
I think they would too. Why wouldn't they?
Because we've literally never talked about sports in any regard.
Okay, you wait. The Columbus Clippers they're gonna reach out to us, and they're gonna say, "Please come and cover our game."
And yeah, I didn't look at series results. So there's a blimp flying outside of my apartment. I think it might be over the Columbus Clippers stadium. But I asked Siri, and then Siri sent results to my phone, and I never looked at them, so I don't know if they're home tonight.
But you told me
I don't even know if they're still playing.
Something I didn't know, which was that there are only 25 blimps in the world, and one of them is out there right now.
Yeah. How lucky are we? How lucky are we?
Blessed. Just completely blessed by the blimp.
Thanks, Goodyear.
Hashtag
and your
blimp blessed. And it's just like a promo for their Twitter.
That's all we saw.
Yeah, he was reading the little LED sign that was underneath, and it just said, "Follow us on Twitter," and then had a little bird, and I was like, okay.
I'm assuming at Goodyear.
Yeah, at Goodyear. Oh, now they're getting free promo.
Oh, shit.
Maybe they're smarter than we thought.
Shit.
Okay, guys. This week's pizza is Harvest Pizzeria. I like their branding a lot.
Yeah, it's like
it's
I think
classy.
They're like kind of like local ingredient base, wood fired. I think wood fired. I've had it a few times.
You can tell by looking, right? Yeah, that looks.
Yeah. So you have a margarita, and I have a garlic something or other.
Right here, John. It says, for the tastiest pie place and 500-degree oven. Oh, those are instructions. I thought that was like how they did it. Okay, sorry. It says, thankful for our farmers, local tastes better. This looks really good. This
So
is the first time we've had our own pizzas, isn't it?
yeah, all right. So
I like
made an executive decision about this podcast without you.
Okay.
In the past couple of weeks, I was thinking about like places of pizza that we're going to be trying, and
Yeah.
I think Mikey's got me thinking about it from like our last episode, or one of our last episodes. Is that they just have so many other pizzas that they're probably more well known for than their like cheese and pepperoni.
Right.
And I feel like from a scientific data collection standpoint, we should be eating like the same thing every
Right.
week.
Controlled variables.
Fuck that. I want
Okay. Okay.
like Harvest, you can get a pepperoni pizza, but you don't go to Harvest for a pepperoni pizza. You get a specialty pizza from there.
Right.
And I feel like I'm not doing the pizza place justice.
If you're not getting what they, how do you articulate that? Like, yeah.
Yeah, the stuff that they put more love into.
Right. Right.
I don't want to sit here and eat a pepperoni pizza from Harvest. Like, they do better than that. And I don't want to sell them short.
Right. And what kind did you get?
It's like garlic with tomato and like arugula and shit like that.
Arugula is my favorite green. Like if I am forced to eat a salad, someone puts a gun up to my head and I have to eat a salad.
Really?
Arugula.
I'm like not that big on arugula.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Cheers to Dad.
Cheers.
Mmm. This is fucking good.
Yeah. Mine is delicious. This is not the first time I've had this. Like many of the pizzas that we're eating and have eaten and will eat.
See, that's cool though because you've had all these before and I haven't. So we get both like, you can be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone new was in the kitchen tonight, so we need to give them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is really fucking good. This is like almost, this is up there for me.
Yeah.
Like the sauce is.
Do you like garlicky stuff?
Uh-huh.
We might have to swap a piece.
Okay.
Yeah, this is solid pizza. This actually might be some of the best I've had from Harvest, which is quite surprising because it's been ready for like 30, 40 minutes now.
It's literally cold and I'm still like.
Yeah, the instructions do say put in the oven for 30 seconds.
At 500 degrees.
Should have done that. But this is still good as shit.
This is really good.
So is it mostly the sauce for you?
It's the sauce. It's the. This is Parmesan on the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's everything. It's like the perfect amount of everything, and everything individually tastes good. Like not too much basil.
Mm-hmm.
A good amount of parm. The sauce there's enough of, and the sauce is really good.
Yeah.
It's like sweet and tangy. It has like the acid, sweet balance going on. The dough is like.
I like their dough a lot. I normally don't, because this is a little bit more of like a almost chewy dough.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm normally not a fan, but I really like this one.
It's like. It has layers. It has like. Well, not layers. It's not like a croissant, but it's like you see a lot of air in it, but it's not. I don't know. It feels fluffy. I love this. I'm giving this pizza a 10.
Holy shit.
I really am. I really, really am. This is a 10. Ooh.
Was that parm or spit or?
Parm. It was parm.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
I'm probably at like 8.5.
Wow.
I don't know if I'll ever really give a 10 because 10 is like just out of this world.
I'll give it 10. Here's my thing. Cause like I think thinking about a 10 that way makes it like unachievable. Here's my thing. If there's nothing wrong with it, it's a 10. That's just my scale.
For me, if there's nothing wrong with it, it's at least a 5.
But if it's a 5, there's something wrong with it.
5 is average.
So why is it average, you know?
There's nothing wrong, but like this I don't think this pizza has anything wrong. I think it's much better than something's wrong. It's like if like the sauce isn't just like nothing's wrong with the sauce, it's that the sauce is fantastic. To me, that's very different. Like a nothing wrong sauce is like, yeah, this is like fine, but it's not knocking my socks off.
But it's only fine because there's something wrong. It doesn't have enough flavor, or it has too much sweetness or too much acidity. We're thinking about this the exact same, or we're thinking the same thing, but flipped.
Okay.
This is the best pizza I've had in Columbus. This is a 10 for me.
I might change my 8.5 to a 9.2 just because I do really like this. This is very good. And
Yum.
so I can't believe this. I've had this place many times. Actually, one of the things I love most there is their buffalo cauliflower appetizer. They also have really good Brussels sprouts. But like I have this giant list of pizza places for us to try, and somehow Harvest slipped my mind, and then like a few weeks ago my boss took me to lunch and we went to Harvest. I was like, holy shit, this needs to go on the list. And then this week I was like, we're getting Harvest. It just makes sense.
I'm so happy that you my hands are clean. Yeah, this is delicious. This is a 10 for me. And you know what's crazy about that is there's not an absurd amount of cheese, and that's usually what wins my heart. Not an absurd amount of cheese. And it's
yeah,
a 10.
like yours is a classic margarita.
Yeah, but like the pools of mozzarella. Did I say that right?
No.
They're not big.
You said like moose orel.
Mozzarella. Can you edit like a moose right here? Moose and then
This is moose cheese.
I showed Jonathan, if anyone here listening knows or watching knows about with Trixie Mattel and Katya Zamolachkova. Yeah, that was a mouthful. I made John watch an episode, and he was like, I'm just so happy that is not the editing that we do. Every single word has something.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Are they like a weekly thing?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking how? Those
And then
poor editors.
it's like a team of editors.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And their references are always so funny. Very heavy into drag, so if you don't know anything about drag, it's probably not going to be that funny to you. But yeah, their editing is insane. Okay, I'm going to try a piece of your pizza. Let's see.
Yeah, I just wolfed down a piece of yours, and I've never had the margarita. I've had red sauce pizzas from there, but nothing where you could ever taste the sauce so much, and I am a little wowed by their red sauce.
Dude, yours is spicy.
Really?
I'm so
there
sorry.
is like crushed red pepper. Oops.
It's good. It's a good amount.
Are you going to die?
No.
Okay.
What were you saying? I'm sorry. I was just alarmed that it was spicy.
I was just complimenting the red sauce.
Yeah, red sauce. It's really good. It's really, really good. Okay, what are we talking about this week? Oh, thank you, Harvest, for making really good pizzas. Would love to be sponsored by you in the future. I give you a 10.
Also, Harvest, if you see this, I'm looking for some 00 flour. And since I love your guys' crust, hook me up with a bag. Thanks. Love you.
What's 00 flour?
It's just like how finely
Milled or whatever?
Yeah, it's like ground. And that's what's typically used for pizza doughs, is that fineness of groundedness of flour. You can tell I'm an expert in this.
Whatever they're doing it fucking right. I love this shit. That's spicy to me, and I still love it. I would still eat the whole thing.
Yeah, this is just good ass pizza.
Damn, y'all, Harvest popped off. Go to Harvest. Is there only one location?
No, there's many.
Go to Harvest. Get off your fat, lazy asses and go to Harvest.
The one we went to is in like Brewery District. There's one in Clintonville, one in Dublin, one in Bexley, and maybe more. I don't know.
Wow. Can't say enough about Harvest Pizza, y'all. 10 out of 10. First 10. First 10 for me here on the podcast. You gave it a 9.2, right? Is that where you arrived at?
Yeah, this is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what the fuck are we talking about? All right, the next part says, how the hell are you? So, how the hell are you, man?
I'm good. So,
what have you been up to?
I didn't get your mic fastened all the way in,
I'm seeing
evidently.
that. I'm seeing that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And I already have mic issues.
Yeah. He's like eating the mic every week up close to it like this.
I'm just a loud person, and that it sucks that I also have a tendency to want to be heard, because here I am eating the mic every week.
Yeah. But so my life is pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think between our last episode and now has been the transition from me having an absolute nuts schedule to like things getting kind of more back to normal and slowing down. And
I've noticed that as we've tried to schedule things, usually it's like really chaotic when I ask you.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, there's only one Wednesday that won't work for me. And I'm like,
yeah.
Wow. Does he just feel bad that my dad died, or what?
I don't support these jokes.
Okay, I heal by laughter. Laughter is the best medicine. Sorry about it. Okay, anyway. So you're less busy.
Yeah. So I think I had one more trip after our last episode, which was fantastic.
Good.
That was a hiking trip to the Badlands.
With your mama.
Yes. Shout out Jean.
Hey, Jean.
And then it's just kind of been, I don't know, it's been weird being in my apartment so much. Like, full weeks in my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, I don't know, it's good. I've been getting stuff more done around here, even though you probably can't tell. I did make a bench for my little entry nook. It looks just like my coffee table.
It's really nice.
I have a mirror on the way, so that area is about to be done, and then a few finishing touches, and 4 months later, my apartment will be done.
Love that.
Maybe like 5 months. I don't know.
And then you'll leave.
Pretty much.
You won't renew the lease.
Yeah.
And you'll leave.
So, good. A little bit more calming, and just living life.
Good. Yeah. I mean, my life has obviously been chaotic, but
yes,
it's we're on the other end of it, and now it's just become all this administrative stuff, like reaching out to lawyers and getting my mom's name on things and stuff like that. But there was minimal planning to do with funeral and celebration of life because we wanted to keep it really small and intimate. Thank you for coming. So yeah, it was exactly what I thought my dad would want. And now that we're on the other side of kind of all the chaos of that, I'm working a lot more on my business now. And I recently set up at the Sauerkraut Festival here in Waynesville, Ohio. Mm-hmm. And did really well there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, did really well there. And since then, I've gotten several orders on my website, which is good.
Great.
Yeah, the website is new, and obviously the products up there are new. So not only did I receive my first order ever on the website, but I received several orders after that, which is great. Awesome. I'm very happy and very appreciative of that. I'm actually wearing one of my shirts today.
Nice.
It says Dead inside.
Okay, a little different from like the tie-dye stuff. We're expanding a bit.
Yeah. Everything I'm gonna do is gonna have like either some kind of artistic flair, because like the Ohio stuff is bleached, but I like to think that I've done something different with it that makes it
right.
It feels very curated. So everything I'm gonna do is gonna be very artistically curated and or have a sense of humor. So like I have a shirt like this that says "Chilling with my Gnomies," and it has 3 little gnomes.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like fun shit like that. And then I have a candle called "Fuck It," and you know the vibes.
Yep.
So yeah, been working hard on that and jumping back on the TikTok train. I told John earlier that I was working on my TikTok today, like my account, like sorting out all the old sounds. Like I still have sounds saved from when I was doing TikToks every day back in May, so it's like all of May's trends. Yeah. So had to get rid of all that, tried to get some new sounds on, and I went through my DMs, and there's a person, I don't want to disclose any information. There was a producer for a Visa commercial that wants to use one of my TikToks in a Visa commercial, which is crazy. And I'm excited about that. I don't know for sure if it's happening yet, but very excited about that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it feels like life is, I mean, obviously if I could choose, like I would want to have my dad back, but it feels like life is getting back to what I knew it to be prior to us finding out about my dad's cancer. Mm-hmm. And then also I just have a new appreciation for everything. Like, when you go through that and when you see someone you love go through that, it's just like the days where you feel, not that self-care isn't important, but the days that you feel like, oh, I just can't get up today. You just have to remember that there's someone that literally can't get up today.
Right.
And it's like, it's just things like that. It's in a way when these horrible things happen, like it resets you and it ultimately makes you a better person. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to run on that. I'm going to try to keep that up, not be a lazy fuck about now that, I mean, I don't have to take care of my dad, so I have all this time, and instead of like resting or laying back or being content, I'm just gonna like go for it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's it. That's really all I've been up to, just working on business and
I've kind of picked up a couple different things in life, I guess, in the past few weeks or so.
Oh, that's right.
So like one of the things is like trying to practice more sustainability stuff with the things I buy.
Clap sound.
And there's something else I don't remember. Must not be important. But yeah, I found like this little shop in Columbus that will like refill bottles for like soaps and little different things like that. So participating in that. Shout out Coco. I think it's called like Coco. The shop is like their social media handles.
The bottles you picked out are really, I like them.
Yeah. Yeah, just like little amber glass bottles.
Is that what the labels were for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not your style.
No. Okay. So yeah, I think that's something I'm going to run with. So I'm doing that kind of like for both like household items, and I'm trying to do that for like groceries as well. Trying to like source my meats from like local areas, and I missed the bus on a CSA for like the season. Do you know what that is?
A CSA?
It's a community supported agriculture thing. No. So like the idea is that they might have stuff like year round, but what I know it as is like, so like in the spring or like early summer, you basically just pay like hundreds of dollars up front to like a farm, and then you can get like groceries or like produce every week. And so it's fresh. You're supporting like a local farmer, and then it helps them a lot because they kind of get the money up front, which they can use to do all their farming in like a good, safe way. Mm-hmm. Whatever that means. I don't know how to farm. which is surprising with where we grew up. But I know absolutely nothing about farming.
Oddly enough, neither of us were farming families.
No.
Surrounded by it, but not us.
I grew up on like a farmhouse.
Oh, yeah.
With barns, but we did not farm at all.
Yeah. I've had a horse my whole life. And that's it. He hasn't been ridden in years. He's like a big dog. He loves his life, though. You can tell.
Is that... How old is he?
He's the exact same age as Brittany, so 27.
Damn.
Him and Dew are like...
Really?
Dew like goes up there and like plays patty cake with him. Like carrots, apples, hay. She just loves spending time with Smokey. It's so funny. It's cute.
This was when I was like 10, maybe younger. I don't know. This actually happened a couple different times with different animals, but like my mom got a hold of someone that had like 3 sick, dying horses. And so we had like a big barn with like a pasture area. Mm-hmm. And so like we got these 3 horses for free because they were sick and dying. And we had them for a few years. And they're like, I think one was definitely blind. It's like,
okay, that's ringing a bell to me. I kind of remember that. It wasn't white, was it?
Yeah, the blind one was white. I forget his name.
I remember that.
Yeah, they didn't last too long.
Yeah. Well, they were sick and dying.
And free.
And free. That's good, though, because you want to make sure that, like, when an animal is at that part of their life, like, they just need somewhere to chill and someone who's going to, like, give them the things they need. So that's nice. That was nice of your mom. Now I know where to send Smokey.
Yeah, I think all 3 of those horses got buried at that property.
There's a horse cemetery at your dad's house?
Yeah.
Or wait, was that your...
That was at my dad's.
That was at your dad's house,
yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't remember 3 horses in Casttown. That would have been...
Definitely not.
That would have been a lot. We did survive the Canadian frontier in Casttown, but we did not have horses in Casttown. Okay, this next little bit here, I am very excited to announce that Jazz... I have a bubble in my throat. I'm so nervous to announce... No, that Jazz passed his real estate exam this morning. Clap sound! And he is now a licensed real estate agent in Ohio. So if you or anyone you know needs to sell real estate or buy real estate, hit up Jazz.
I want to buy the state of Ohio. Can he help me with that?
Yes. And I would love to be on the receiving end of that commission.
I've got $30.
Great.
Let's make it happen.
You got to start from somewhere. Yeah, he was so nervous, like... the past few days, he was like really cramming for the exam, and then the exam was like at 8 a.m. this morning. It was giving me mad ACT vibes. I was like, oh my god, I'm like having flashbacks, like PTSD from high school. But anyway, he like texted me at like 11 o'clock this morning. He was like, I passed. And so then he had to go to Beaver Creek because he's going to work with Coldwell Banker.
Okay.
And he did like all the onboarding stuff, and he like goes and picks out his office tomorrow.
Ooh.
Everyone gets an office, even though they don't physically have to be in the office ever. They get their own office, so that's fucking nice. Nice. That's how you know a company's making business, when they can have that space, that retail space, and not need it.
Right.
But they have it. So, yeah, exciting stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so congrats, Jazz.
Congrats.
Very proud of you. Good job. What's next? Oh my god, we're already at the commercial break? I feel like we're like... yeah, but on the other end of the commercial break, I feel like we're going to talk a lot about...
Yeah. And I think like halfway through for the commercial break is pretty good anyway.
Yeah, that is pretty good. So, all right, well, y'all know what commercial is about to play, so don't fast forward, bitches.
See ya!
This week's episode of Deep Dish with Austin and Jonathan is sponsored by Luck. Luck is a clothing and lifestyle brand originated right here in the Buckeye State. Comfortable, handcrafted, affordable, and non-gender specific clothing suited for your everyday lifestyle. Luck is size inclusive up to 3XL. John is wearing the Ohio Pride crew neck and he's holding up the skull tee, which is perfect for spooky season. Luck is also proud to announce their new organic soy candle line. Delve into scents for the season. All candles are 15 ounces and they're poured right here in the Buckeye State. My favorite scent is Fuck It because it has the best name and the best smell. Use code DEEPDISH for 20% off your order at shopluck.com. That's shopluck.com. Thanks, Luck.
Okay.
We're back.
We're back and better than ever
That's right.
since we have video again.
So can we formally announce
I think
that we will not have video for the first half of this week's episode?
anyone trying to watch a video will know that by now.
But if you're
yes.
listening, I know how you guys like to listen and then like to go re-listen and watch the whole thing twice every week.
Yep.
But yeah, we won't have video for the first half. And that's okay. Jonathan keeps like beating himself up and saying I'm going to kill him. And it's true, but I won't, you know? Okay, broski. We got to talk about something. We literally have a week to put this together now.
Yes.
Next week will be our Halloween episode.
Yes.
Which means anything I'm a part of celebrates Halloween. So we will be in costume. And even if you said no, I would hold all these video problems over your head and say, Jonathan, we have to be in costume.
So I really have no option.
You really have no option. So are you dressing up outside of the podcast this year for any reason?
I don't think so, but maybe. There is a Halloween get-together.
Mine?
Not yours.
Oh.
That I don't know if it's
costumes
or not. I feel like it's not, but you never know. I know I do have to make food for it.
Well, FYI, mine, it is costume, but there's gonna be a small number of us, so it's like not that deep. Like, you know, like there's costumes that you can put together by going in your closet. Like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo or some shit like that. You know, you get it. But something. Okay. You can't just show up as Jonathan.
I don't know. That's a pretty good costume. And I have a closet full of costumes that would pull that off.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
That was the worst joke I've ever said.
Okay, so I was brainstorming on the way here about who we could be. I like the idea of us coexisting in the same universe. So,
like couples.
Right. 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 So I was thinking, like, what really came to mind first was like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Okay.
From SpongeBob. Because there's like a short, squatty one and a tall one. And so that fits the bill. And then there's those two characters from Hercules that we made the TikTok of. The little guys that are Hades.
Oh, yeah.
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 Again, another short and squatty, taller duo.
Okay.
Batman and Robin. That's a little fruity. There's a power dynamic there.
Yeah. Wait, which one of us is Batman? In that scenario?
I can't be Robin.
You gonna make me Robin?
Yeah, you're my little cuck bitch.
Fuck.
Robin's the gay one. So that's fun. That's fun for me. That you're the gay one.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Well, do you have any other ideas for us? Or like duos or?
Absolutely not. I've not given this any thought.
Thought about it.
I guess I've really never been big on like any holidays.
Yeah. Oh my God. Unrelatable. Unrelatable for me.
No.
I've never heard anything more unrelatable to me.
So like I never think about costumes. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something really good.
Yeah. I mean, they have like those classic costumes where it's like a ketchup in a mustard bottle or like a hot dog in a bun, which again, power dynamic, kind of fruity, a little gay. I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to be, but we have to figure it out tonight before I leave because
we need to get ready
for tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
It can't be lame either. I don't want it to be lame. We'll think about it. If anyone listening or watching has any ideas, DM us because that would be helpful. Why do I feel like Jenny's going to send like 10 ideas?
Oh, it's just a lot, not the worst.
Becca probably will too, and Jazz is going to have ideas. So I don't think we'll be without.
I just really hope there's not some weird video issue next week.
No, believe me, our video editor will have everything under control next week. Jonathan, it's Halloween. It's so much fun. What?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, besides like parties and dressing up, like what? Okay, let's take it outside of Halloween. What do you like to do this time of year? This is a whole new set of things to do. Summer is like swimming, the beach, da-da-da.
Yeah, this is when seasonal depression starts for me, and I just start crying all day, every day.
I love that.
Like, summer's over. I am such a summer guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a fall guy.
I hate the cold. And so, I mean, we kind of talked about this after I got back from an Oregon trip and how I felt, at least in the moment, that I was buying into fall a little bit more than usual.
Taylor Swift's folklore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've never really, like, embraced fall culture.
Okay. Fall culture.
I feel like it's a whole thing.
It's like apple picking and going out picking out pumpkins. Hay rides.
Yep.
Flannels. Hiking. Camping.
The whole thing.
Yeah, dressing up if you're into that. Haunted houses. Scary movies. Without a doubt, this is the spookiest time of the year because it's like when...
Of course it is. It's Halloween. It's October.
Yeah, but this is when it starts to get dark outside earlier, and so you feel like the darkness encroaching. See, I don't fall into my seasonal depression until after Halloween. And then I'm like, I get two pick-me-ups. Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. But other than that, I will be depressed until next summer.
Yeah.
So you don't do anything. Nothing about the fall is like there's lots of good festivals. Fall is such a good time to be outside because it's not sweaty and it's not too cold yet.
I mean, I do fall time for me is like college football.
Yeah. Okay.
And professional football.
Okay.
Are
you still a Mets fan? Or no.
So, like, my dad is Mets and Jets.
Mets and Jets.
Mets baseball, Jets football. And then, like, big OSU guy. So, Ohio State football is, like, the whole
Are they doing good
thing
this year
of
so
Ohio
far?
State. So, we lost to Oregon.
I remember that.
But we are bouncing back and getting better.
Good.
Very good, or else I would be very sad because... You know, when you're an OSU alumna in Columbus, that's all of your personality this time of year.
Right.
Okay, so fall time for me. Football. I do at some point transition from like ice chai to like hot chai. Oh. So that's a big deal. I'll start making soups, but that probably won't be until like January where it's like cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'll wait till
That's
January?
like probably more winter for me.
Wow, okay.
But other than that, life's the same.
I love the transition of ice chai to a hot chai.
Yeah, that's big deal.
You know what's funny? I just drink ice chai all year round. I never switched to the hot chai.
So like last winter, I didn't drink a lot of tea, and cause like tea's newer for me, like in the more recent years, I would say.
As you've grown more sophisticated.
Yes, and but last year I didn't get into hot tea, so I don't know what's going to happen this year. I have that nice little electric kettle thing over there I got to put to use. Yeah, we'll keep you guys tuned on my hot tea as things get cold, because I know everyone's super invested in that now. Well,
it's like 1 week they'll tune into the video version of this and they'll just notice that you look different, like you're glowing, and they'll be like, he transitioned to the hot tea.
Yes.
It's that time. I'm surprised it hasn't already happened. It's been really hot.
Yeah, it's been 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah. When I set up this weekend, or last weekend at my festival, I was like, oh, I can't wait to sit outside. There's going to be a nice breeze. I got sunburned and it was 92. I'm not kidding. And I had to sit there all day, and I was like, it's fucking the middle of October. Like, the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I love this time of year. I thrive in fall and spring, but I much prefer fall to spring. I just feel like fall is just my vibe. Fall is just my vibe. This is my prime.
Yeah, I don't know. This might just be like an absolute shit generalization, but
okay.
I just feel like it's less common for like straight men to get into fall stuff. Like girls on fucking online dating, like 1 in every 4 girls is like, there will be some like prompt and it's like, do all the fall things with me, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, but that's chuggy. Those are like the live, laugh, love girls. Like
it's more. I mean, it's more than just that.
Yeah.
Like it's embraced by more than just like
that's
live,
true.
laugh, love.
I guess my angle of it is a little bit spookier than just like, I'm not one to go pick apples, and I'm really not one to go to the pumpkin patch. I like to carve a pumpkin every year just because like it's something to do that signifies I'm at this point in this year. But mine is more like, let's go get possessed somewhere. like last year, no, not last year because that was COVID. Year before that was also COVID, but before COVID started. I got me, Jazz, I think Becca was with us too. But I got us tickets to the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky.
Okay.
And it's like when tuberculosis was like a plague. And it's a haunted structure. And it is amazing. 100% would recommend.
Oh my God.
That's creepy. That's really creepy. Okay, so the rest of the video is going to be really dramatic. Okay, for those of you listening and not watching, one of the lights just turned out when I was talking about Waverly Hills. I knew something came back with me when I went there.
It's, there's no chance of this being the batteries were dead and then you brought them to my apartment.
At that point in this podcast?
Charging them for a couple minutes before we set up.
I also charged them 15 minutes before I left the house.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'll come next week with everything fully charged. But this is perfect for Halloween.
Shit, look at my forearms.
Right? Yeah.
Got some good shadows there.
I love this dramatic lighting. This is good.
I love it on my arms, not my face. We're just looking at ourselves in the monitor right now.
Okay, anyway, went to Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Best haunted house I've ever been to. They put a haunted house in the basement, but the top 10, 15 floors or whatever are actually haunted. And they are actually fucking spooky as fuck. So I got the VIP thing, which is where you get to go through the actual building, and then that tour lets off at the haunted house, and then you go through the haunted house.
Okay.
Worth it. If you're in the Midwest, even remotely close, like even if it's within like 6 or 7 hours, Waverly Hills Sanatorium, I know the entity is sucking us dry.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to finish before that. Really, we are.
If you say so.
Yeah, you're gonna finish all on top of me. Okay, so
Excuse me.
anyway, if you're in the Midwest, if you're even within 6 hours of this fucking place, you have to go. It's really fucking cool.
I've never gotten into like spooky stuff.
I love spooky
never
stuff.
scary movies. Like haunted houses are just like silly to me.
Not the one in Kentucky.
And then, so it's either one, it's silly to me, or two, like scary stuff makes me anxious, and
I get that.
I don't like anxiety, so I'm not gonna wish it upon myself.
I get that. And I do want to say something to save my ass from being roasted by Becca and Jazz, who will listen to this and say, Austin doesn't like spooky things. I do fucking like spooky things. I do not like real life crucifixions or satanic rituals like you, and they don't actually do that, but they go hard. Becca and Jazz love the spooky shit, like hardcore. Anyway, my laptop is about to die and a spooky light went out, and if you have any recommendations for Halloween costumes for me and Jonathan, please DM us, because next week we will be in costume. So,
Well, we put this out on Monday.
well, what if someone gives us a banger? Like, Amazon has 1 day shipping. If someone lets me know. Technically, this comes out at midnight on Sunday. And everyone listening listens to it right when it comes out.
That is true.
Yeah.
At least all the real fans.
Yeah, all the real ones know.
We have no real ones. I guess, what, you and Jazz?
Yeah, me and Jazz are real ones. We listen to it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have nothing left. I have nothing left to give.
I don't think I really do either. Like,
No, I don't either.
I don't know. I didn't even look, like, I was not prepared well for this one. I looked at the show notes after we started.
Hey, listen, that's okay. Hopefully I'll get my shit together and you'll get the show notes a couple days before I show up.
Oh, wow.
That would be really good. And then,
Bet.
we'll get better at this as we go. But I do want to say it's good to be back.
Yes.
Happy that everyone's here with us. We are continuing forward, much more consistency. It's just going to be a banger of a time moving forward. And I'm really excited.
I think so.
Yeah. So that I just want to say thank you. Keep listening. Interact with us on TikTok, Instagram. Yeah. And next week, Jonathan's going to go through my Twitter, which is all gay porn. So, tune in. He's going to ask questions and comment on things, and it'll be great.
When did we decide that was actually going to happen?
I just decided it. Bye.